The entire car market is in a bubble, guys. Now, on my page, I often speak to you about German cars and the perils of buying these German cars brand new or even used, right? If you buy these German cars brand new, they're so excessively expensive. Guys, the BMW 330i M Sport in Australia is above $100,000 brand new. And in the used car market, for a car that's maybe 4 years old, you're going to pick that up for around $40,000. That's $60,000 lost in 4 years if you bought it on cash. That's where the German cars are, but make no mistake, guys, the Japanese cars out there are also very excessively priced. The market, the entire market, German, Japanese, even South Korean now, is in a massive bubble. It's been there for a really long time. And there is one thing that keeps making this bubble bigger, guys, and it is rhetoric. It is the messaging on social media. That messaging is constantly telling you, YOLO, you only live once. It's constantly telling you to follow your dreams and buy that best possible car you can afford. Actually, not even the one you can afford, right? Because make no mistake, people aren't buying these cars in cash. They're financing them. So that messaging is telling them at all costs, at the cost of your family, at the cost of your future freedom aspirations, buy these cars. Spend the most amount of money and lose all that money in a few years and then do it all over again. Just stay on that hamster wheel. And people are being sold this dream and they're lapping it up, guys. And that is what is contributing to one of the biggest bubbles in cars. I mean, I've been driving cars for more than a decade, and I have, way more than a decade, and I have never seen something like this, where if I go out into the market, guys, new or used, as an enthusiast, guys, there's not many cars that I genuinely want to purchase, right? There was a time where you could browse the used car market and see cars, and they were absolute deals. A Honda Civic Type R, a Mazda MX-5, a Toyota 86 felt pretty good. A lot of the BMWs, guys, the BMW M3s and M4s could be had pretty cheaply. A lot of the BMW M Lights could be had pretty cheaply. Now, guys, when I go into the market, new or used, especially new, but also used, guys, it's ridiculous. It's an absolute bubble, and people are being misled, guys, because everyone will tell you to follow your dreams and this will make you the happiest, but it is shackles, guys, because happiness doesn't come from owning these things, right? Happiness, I would say one of the biggest ways to be happy is to have the freedom and the time to do what you want to do. It's about spending your time, right? And having the ability to spend your time the way you want to. That is true wealth. That is true happiness, right? I don't care if you've got $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion. If you can't spend your time the way you want to spend it, you're not rich or happy, right? And that's what these cars do. These cars and these loan payments, they keep you locked in. They keep you on this hamster wheel, guys. And all I can see from every manufacturer is reduction in quality and increase in price. Even when the inflation is not that crazy year on year, all I see is manufacturers just pushing the boundary of pricing. I mean, you've seen it from Audi. They've come out and they've straight up admitted, right? Audi straight up admitted that they've lost the ball on quality. You could see it in the interiors, even in Volkswagen, all of Audi Group. If you compare the Mark 7.5 GTI to the Mark 8, huge drop in quality. If you compare the Audi S3, huge drop in quality. Even BMW, even Mercedes. So they're dropping and declining in quality, and they're increasing in pricing, right? And one of the great examples is the BMW M135, the F40 and the F70 series. They're reducing power, they're increasing weight, they're giving you a less good looking car, they're reducing cylinders, they're reducing quality, and meanwhile the pricing just goes higher and higher. In the end, the consumer gets less and less, and they have to pay more and more. And until we all wake up, guys, until we say, you know what, we don't want to participate, until we stop looking up to these cars. I see so many people looking up to the FL5 Civic Type R or looking to these G82 M4s and these RSs. Until we stop salivating over these cars and absolutely, epitomizing them and putting them on a pedestal, it's not going to stop. These manufacturers are going to keep charging whatever they want to charge. We have to get rid of that culture, guys. I think we as a collective, especially us as an enthusiast, have to say, you know what, this is too much. This is out of control. So recognize, guys, that, the hobby of cars has never been about getting the best and getting the fastest and getting the craziest thing while going broke. This hobby is really, it's got simple origins, guys. It's about getting what you can afford, slapping on some mods, having a good time, catching up with friends, and dreaming. that's, I would say, guys, for me, any vehicle that I've purchased, the best part of owning that car was really dreaming about it, often for years. And often owning it is just, it's just you on the journey, but it's the dreaming and it's the simple fun. That is the essence of this hobby, not getting yourself into a heavy financial predicament. I hope that helps, guys. I'll catch you next time.